Hi guys, welcome back to the show. This is Stories of Our Generation by Ruth Makoha. As I told you, I'll be bringing to you motivational stories, inspirational stories, intriguing stories, politics, football, and all that. And today my guest will be discussing about leadership, about empowerment, youth empowerment. And I'm going to give him a chance to introduce himself, tell us what he's doing. Without further ado, let me allow him to introduce himself. Welcome to the show and please introduce yourself.
Thank you. Jambo, my name's Dr. Mundia Mwangi, community leader. Simple. And a self-made young billionaire.
Wow, that's interesting. It's good. So, Mundia, tell us, who is Mundia? In terms of what do you do?
Mundia is a young person with a very big heart.
Okay.
In terms of wanting to help the community. Yes. But then again, I'm a business person. I do different types of business. I'm a consultant. Yes.
Consultant in what industry?
I do financial and business consultancy.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, Mundia, let's discuss a bit about politics, then we'll discuss a bit about empowerment, about talent and all that, because I understand in 2022 you vied and things didn't go well like what we expected. So would you just tell us a bit about 2022?
I never wanted to talk about politics today, but then again
you're a politician.
Our life day to day is full of politics,
yeah.
And everything is affected by politics. Yes, in 2022 I vied for the seat of a member of county assembly in Kangemi ward, but it was too unfortunate that I didn't manage to get the votes that would make me the sitting MCA.
Okay.
Yes.
So is there something that you feel you did wrong, or did you give it your best that things did not turn out the way you expected?
No, I wouldn't blame it on anything because to me I won according to myself, in terms of having seen the way I started the journey.
Okay.
Because I started the journey in terms of people were saying Mundia is a joker, Mundia is not going to make any statement. But then again, because I was determined and I knew exactly in terms of what I wanted and the vision I had been envisioned in terms of Kangemi, I was taking it step by step. So by the time we were almost coming to the end, people already started seeing in terms of we had ruled Mundia out. But then again, Mundia is a very strong candidate, even the person who won.
And you won. You won in UDA, right?
Yes, definitely. I was the flag bearer of UDA, which wasn't very easy because we had 9 candidates undergone the nominations. Then I became number 1. They were trying to steal
your victory.
my victory. But then again, in terms of people, the community stood with me in terms of saying that already we won in the ballot. Why do you want to subject it to a boardroom? So then again, because I was very popular, I was given the certificate, and I was the flag bearer of UDA.
Okay, Mundia, let's talk about your when kijana wa mtaa umegrowia Kangemi. Yes. Like you've been here, umestudy hapa Kangemi. I know you went to primary hapa. Was it Kimbwini or Kangemi?
Definitely Kimbwini. So
tell us the journey in Kangemi in terms of leadership. We've had like 3 or 4 MCAs.
Yes.
What happened? Like, is there something that when in terms of development, have these leaders done enough? Wamefanya vya kutosha? Framba, then we have Kombato right now.
Exactly.
Before them we had Dan Angote, and we also had Councillor Kio Moratha. So tell us, how was the journey? You being a young person growing up a ghetto, do you feel like wamefanya enough for the people of Kangemi?
What I would say is mini boys wa mtaa, nimegrew hapa. My life started in Kiumbwini, where I started my education, which was not very easy, because unajua tu life ya mtaa. And luckily nilimanage kupass na nikaenda high school. High school nikamaliza, pursued my life to university by mere luck. because unajua kutoka tu kwa community influence ya so much especially mambo na drugs and substance abuse, crime, unajipata mengia kwa crime. So I saw myself overcoming all those. Let me not say in terms of the previous leadership if maybe they performed or not. The community is here in terms of to judge, because you can be able to judge the status in terms of what is happening currently right now. But I will say is I've grown seeing my peers and maybe the people who are before us, how they've struggled in the community because of drugs and substance abuse. Unapata wengine walikuwa wazuri, walikuwa wakali, kwa mimi nimegrow kwa ball na pia nimegrow kwa boxing. I used to do those two sports, boxing and football. Yes.
Okay, guys, we'll be back shortly after the break.
Thank you.
Welcome back, and let's continue talking to Mr. Mundia. So, Mheshimiwa, let me just call you Mheshimiwa. You won.
Many boys of mtaa.
Okay, so at least you may bring from that when you started, umekuwa boys wa football and all that. But now, tuangalie in terms of leadership ya Kangemi, vitu zimekuwa aje kitambo, then saizi mali tumefikia.
One, you can't compare saizi na kitambo, because when we were growing up we had facilities. Kama social hall was very active. Vijana ilikuwa ni place ya vijana ukiju. Every young person would yearn kwenda kwa social hall, because it was a transformation area in terms of kuna theater, kuna boxing, a lot of empowerment issues za vijana, something that would mold vijana was there. Something that doesn't happen even nowadays. Social hall imebaki tu ni kama kanisa Sunday, and that is it. Tulikuanga na viwanja, people would come from far. It was like even a picnic area. People would come and watch people play football. Remember Kangemi and Westlands. Then is when even we had a team from Kangemi United, to the playing in the KPL in the Kenya Football League. But nowadays you can see we're struggling. So what Walter will say is there is a gap in between, the touch in between young people and the leadership in terms of trying to empower them to the real issues. Saizi, I'm sorry to say this, empowerment za vijana zimebaki to tokenism na handouts. That is what the current leadership are calling in terms of empowerment za vijana. Ya amekama amewapatia tokenism, amewapatia handouts, anadhani amewa empower, but kitambo empowerment wa real empowerment. Engagement for young people in terms of talent development in whatever spheres of what talented you are. Yes. Okay,
let me ask you, umekuja vizuri sana about talent and all that. Recently we've had Mundia Super Cup.
Definitely.
And it was about drugs and substance
abuse.
So tell us about that. What really inspired you to bring that tournament? And tell us, when you brought the tournament, do you have any interest?
I would say I didn't. It's non-political. Number one, let me say it that way, because people would want to say Mundia is. I've had those narratives in terms of Mundia ameweka because anasimama. I want to clear it here and say it's non-political. But as I mentioned, we don't have the real in terms of empowerment for young people. Ask this question. Ask young people, what do you guys want? Young people want to be meaningful, engaged. They want to be engaged so that wasijipate wameingia kwa vitu za drugs and substance, mambo na crime, teenage pregnancy kwa madem. So huyu ni kijana umemwekea tournament. Remember kuna break ya league imekuwa for like even 3 months itakuwa. Well, ask yourself, vijana wangekuwa wapi? But now put in a tournament that is going to meaningful engage them. Watajipata hiyo time ndio ule kijana ako pale kwa kiwanja na anacheza futa. So avoid so much issues kwa community. Utajipata ameepukana na mambo na drugs and substance, ataepukana na mambo na crime. So yangu, I said, let me meaningful engage these young people, give them something, because even me, I was given that something that gave me discipline to avoid drugs and substance crime. It's because I was given a platform where I can be able to keep myself busy. Yes.
But unajua ukiangalia mostly these tournaments, they're brought by politicians, and according to the way you're speaking, you haven't told us, like, just come clear, umesema it's non-political, but do you have any interest, maybe 2027?
Let me not talk about political mileage. Let me talk about what is happening in our community.
Okay.
Drugs inamaliza vijana wetu. We've seen best players being reduced to nothing because of drugs and substance. So mimi yangu, it's not about political, it's about fighting, and I would call even the people in the community, any church leaders, the current sitting leaders, to come. We join hands together and try to fight this menace. Look at our young people. Utawapata wakiwa walevi. Wanauziwa madawa. Saizi nasikia kuna zingine zinaitwa brown sugar. So mine, it's not even about the mileage of politically, it's about saving the boy child. Because the boy child has been forgotten. Ameachwa, so who is going to come and save this boy child? So I'm calling about parents, the churches, and anybody in terms of leadership and even the administration. Let's come and join together hands, because if we don't fight this menace of drugs and substance, watu wanakuja kuzia vijana wetu, tomorrow we are not going to have our young people. So to me, it's not about political, it's about saving our boy child. And it's a responsibility of everyone. From the church perspective, how will you fight this menace? From the administration, how are you going to help us in terms of those people who are selling these drugs, for them to be put inside the bars so that they can be able to stop selling drugs to our young people? For us in the community, in terms of leaders, how are we going to advocate and create awareness in terms of drugs and substance? Because this is not a war of one person. Hii ni war yetu sisi wote. Tushikana kama community, tuweze kujua venye tunasaidia vijana wetu. Because angalia, vijana hawana job. Kama una job utafanya nini? Utashinda pale ukikula mogoka. That is the time utajipata umeuziwa hiyo brown sugar kwa pombe. What are you molding your life to?
Let me ask you. Umesema vizuri sana, hakuna jobs, hakuna vijana wako into drugs and all that. Now tell us, do you feel like the current government kuna mahali imefail, or let me not use the word fail, kuna mahali haifanyi sawa, because when these boys hawayuko empowered enough, definitely watafall into drugs, and all this happen with the government that we have as a country. So how do you feel about the government we have right now?
I would say in terms of youth engagement, especially to creation of employment, I wouldn't rate the government very high, because vijana hawayuko job, hakuna jobs. Even you tell me, kazi gani government create? Vijana ndio wanajaribu kukua creative, wanajaribu kuona kenye watafanya. Wengine wameingia kwa digital area. Wengine wamejifungulia mabiashara. So mine to the government is tuachane na hii siasa ya tokenism na handouts. Haitasaidia hawa vijana. Just enable the environment so that businesses can be able to thrive. And these businesses thrive, zitaweza kuabsorb hawa vijana. We have so many young people huku nje wenye wamesoma. But at the end of the day, mtu anajipata amekaa kwa mawe, aanze kukula mogoka, tutawasaidia aje? So ndio unaona mimi nimekuja na sports. Sports is people used to say that sports ni mambo na leisure ya part time. No. Sport is an industry by itself. We've seen Harambee Stars the other days, vijana wamekula milioni. We are having millionaires. So why not support? Because hao vijana hawakujipata wametoka huko juu, they started somewhere. Why not support our young people wakiwa hapa pia waweze kufika pahali mtu hiyo si ni job utakuwa umejiandika, if you are playing in the KPL, if you are playing in the Super League.
Okay guys, we'll be right back shortly after the break. Welcome back to the show, and let's continue conversating with Honorable Mundia. Taniruhusu nikuite mheshimiwa. So, Mundia, let's speak about hizi stories za talent. Wewe being mwizi wa mtaa, najua maybe ulikuwa na act, hizo stories of football and all that. Now tell us, saizi mahali tuko, the position we are as a Kangemi community, hizi talents ziko aje?
I would say zimekufa. Zimekufa because our social hall, nothing happens. It's supposed to be a hall that amplifies and nurtures such things. So naweza sema zimekufa, but it's high time as a community we want to bring them back.
But there's something that goes on at the social hall.
Tuko na vijana wengi majenzi tumewaona wakienda kwa streets. This is their time. We want to come for the retro that is happening, amplify it ikue kubwa. For that is not there, we want to make it happen. Where is the creative economy? Where are the skaters? Where is the theater? Where are the dancers?
Yeah.
Like for example, on 30th of August of this year, kutakuwa na Miss and Mrs. Kangemi. It hasn't, haijakuwa na impact vile, but we want to amplify it mpaka iko na impact yenye every year, that when we are doing that inashikishwa. And I want to thank Isaac, my partner, Isaac Sebi, junior, tunafanya na hiyo initiative. And I am very sure kuna vijana, because we have different pool of talent. Wewe unafanya maybe talent nini mambo na beauty, mwingine anafanya sports. So tunataka tuangalie holistically hawa vijana tutawa capture aje ndio tuweze kuwatoa. Wale wa sport, there is that we are doing. Wale wa boxing, there is something that we are going to plan about boxing. And even hizi zingine. So we want to keep them busy. Angalia, in less than 2 months, Form 4s are going to sit for their exam.
Yeah.
We have so many young people who are sitting for their exam here in Kangemi. Vijana wanaenda. If we, as the community leaders, don't come together and give them a purpose in terms of what they are going to do.
But Mundia, let me ask you, unajua tukiangalia hata mambo ya talent, wewe umekuwa ukicheza ball.
Yes.
But at times unapata someone is playing football, especially hapa mtaani.
Yes.
Na ifuta ilipi, unaona? Cause ule mse anapata pesa, like ule mtu analipwa na tuseme we believe and we have seen the talent pays, but hapa hivi mtaani inakuwa bit tricky. Wewe unaenda zoezi unarudi home hivyo unless uko international team.
I want to say not really. And I would blame on the previous leadership. Ndio iko imeweka mambo vizuri. Saizi we have a new president of football, Hussein Mohamed, na tunaona kazi a very short period kazi amefanya. That is trickling down mpaka huku chini. We have we never had even a sub-county in terms of football leadership. We have a sub-county leadership led by our chairman, Dan Tancliffe. We have your chairman. Yes, we have Toti as the secretary. We have Nixon as the treasurer. So we've started seeing good leadership. Unajua, in everything to thrive, good leadership has to be there.
Yeah, true.
For things to work the way it's supposed. Some few times, few weeks, Honorable Tim has never done it. But he alipatia kina Tancliffe in terms of a check of 400,000.
Yeah,
why not the other previous years? It's because of the gap in the leadership. So if that can happen in that short time, tell me in the next 2, 3, 4 years, when we have good leadership, what can't we do? So saizi ni time ya nezambia vijana, let's get engaged. Then number 2, let's join together hands and try to see where the gaps are. Na tunaweza saidia hao vijana aje. Isikuange ni kila saa politics. Ikuwe ni politics tulimaliza, what can we be able to come here 2027 kifika. Ground itaamua, itasema we want, it's them that they are going to ask. We want that person to come and stand. But isifikange tu wakati wa politics, everybody is coming from their own pigeonholes. They want to come and fight. This is not a damn side of leadership.
Yeah,
atunasikia tu leadership inasimamo. What have you done?
What have you done?
That time that it wasn't politics. And for the people who are in leadership, what are you doing? So those are the questions zenye hiyo time ikifika. We are going to engage. We are going to put people
scorecards.
Yes, the scorecards. We are going to put people in the hall na tuwaulize. Can you be able to scorecard in terms of give scores in terms of how people leaders have done it, and hawa wenye wanataka kukuja, are they just coming because kuna kusimama ama what do what goals and visions do they have? Mimi yangu tu naweza sema ni kwa vijana, let's not give up. We have something that we can be able to offer.
Very true.
Yes.
So right now, bado tutongelea siasa kidogo. Right now, we know the current MP anaenda kusimama Bungoma.
Yes.
He's going there for the gubernatorial bid.
Yes.
Westlands tunaenda kubaki, we have a vacant seat. So far so good, you have like 10 candidates wenye wanavai. Would you like, unaweza sema, this someone wenye nimeona anaweza fit kwa shoe ya Honorable Tim Wanyonyi? And considering that you also want young leadership.
One, I would say there is no vacuum because Tim is still the MP.
2027, that is.
Until then.
Yeah.
Na Tim akienda, people are going to vie. And let me not be the judge. The community themselves, they are going to see the person they can be able to represent them. Because yes, we have so many. We have jokers, we have sit-ins MCAs who want to vie. So Mimi, I will say is the community. The power belongs to the people.
Yeah, true.
So let the people decide in terms of whom they are going to campaign and elect. Because maybe my candidate mwenye labda nitakuwa preferred candidate wangu hiyo time is not a preferred candidate to other people.
Yeah.
So the people, they are going to decide. But what I would say is we want a leader who is going to be strong in policy making. Mm-hmm. And we want a leader who is going to end hii issue ya handouts na tokenism hapa Westlands.
But munde unajua watu wanaendea handouts kujua wana jobs.
Sasa we want a leader who is going to overthink na aone venye ataweka vijana wako engaged mpaka wapate jobs in terms of engage watu kama na policies zenye zitasaidia watu kuja na not tokenism, but initiatives zenye zinaweza saidia watu kama na nini zinaitangwa light industries. They are going to give people work. Yes.
Okay. You're into business, you're a business person. So what's your plan? Assume like you decide, because what you're doing, it's so clear that unasaidia watu, yes, unasaidia young people. Now what's your plan?
My plan is to help my fellow young people, those that we are age mates, those that are younger than me. I want to give them a platform that they can be able to feel they have a leader. Number two, a platform where they can be able to thrive. In short, ni kama napatia wase mkono, a support. Yes, that's why Mimi, I am of sipendi history handouts, because I don't give, even myself I don't give handouts, because leo ndakupatia handout kesho je bado utakaa muniombe kesho nyingine. So mimi yangu, I want to support you hata wewe uweze kufika to a place where you can be able to support yourself and even support others. That's why I'm bringing initiatives zenye zitakupatia platform. Unajua in talent you cannot be able to be helped 100%. You are just given a platform to showcase what you have. You don't know who is watching, and you don't know your next move where it's going to land you. You might despise that small opportunity and platform that you've been given, and maybe that is the only opportunity is going to make you bigger, is going to land you to your next opportunity. So mine is just that, giving people opportunities, because if you don't give them, what are they doing?
Okay, yes. That is Honorable Mundia.
Kijana
wa mtaa. So at least we've had a very good engagement with Mundia. But before we close the show, is there something that you'll tell people? At least just 1 minute.
Mine is about, I'm still coming to drugs and substance. Manze, drugs inamaliza mtaa yetu Kangemi. As leaders, churches, leaders elected, community, let's join our hands together tuone venye tunafight issue. Na pia nyinyi vijana wenye ndio mnajipata mnatumia hizi madawa, manze, it's high time give that drug a red card, because that is your life. Ina spoil life yako na ina spoil life yetu kwa community. We need you sober so that we can be able to walk the journey together. And for those people who are asking, because so many people are calling and texting asking me kama nina vai 2027, I'll tell people, hold your horses. Still
hold your horses.
Yes, 2027 is very far.
Yeah.
And we still listening to the ground. And as I told you, it's about people are going to ask for someone to stand. So hiyo time ikifika and I feel I can be able to fill in about the shoes, I am going to do it. But for now, let's support
Hold
the
your
community.
horses.
Hold your horses.
Thank you so much, guys, for watching. Keep tuned and please subscribe to the channel. See you next